So today we're going to get into our new topic, and so today we wanted to go over with you the idea of just starting new, what it's like to have your day changed or have your routine messed up because of whatever thing happened, and doesn't matter what it is. The point that we want to get is not into what the problem is, but how you deal with the consequences and results afterwards. Like, how do you manage it? How do you handle it? How do you manage it? How do you proceed through? So, now that you know what we're going to talk about, let's say hello to Luna. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Glad to
Good.
be here. I love the topic.
Yes. And I
Mhm.
also am happy your sound is working great, and so we can hear you just fine. So that's
Yes.
good. And so, who did you want to kick us off today? Did you want to get the
I
topic
just
going? Or you
I
want
always
me?
enjoy when you do it.
All
I mean,
right.
you just flow right on out and then
Okay.
I can bounce
Hopefully,
off of
hopefully
you.
we're good. All right. So today, this one would be a little bit more just like just things that I've experienced, kind of using examples of how things have gone in my life, the way I've processed it, and how I've just kind of managed to just make it through for a new change, and like how do I handle it. So this is going to be more raw, more real, especially for me.
Mhm.
Um, no notes, but we're just going to talk about it how it is. So anyway, through a lot of my journey, like I've always had this problem where I misunderstood no matter how honest or genuine my intentions were. Whereas I'm doing something, I think I'm doing so good. I'm checking in. I'm like, what do you think? How's it going? And it seems like no matter how much you check in, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, there's always something wrong. And you're like, it couldn't possibly be me, because no matter what I'm doing, like I am giving this an honest effort. I'm trying, but there's some sort of hang up. And it's funny because this week I had heard a topic come to me that was basically going over the idea of like, how do you process through, um how do you play a game without actually been giving a rule book first. Like, how do you proceed through it if something's about to happen to you and something is going on, like you're in the middle of something and you don't know what that is, right? So it's akin to you're about to play a board game or a video game, and you're reaching into this unknown and you're just like, I don't even know what to do. So how do you ground yourself so that, um, since you don't know what it's going to be, how do you ground yourself in a way that whatever steps you take teach you what's about to go on? And that's the concept that I like to go on when it comes to navigating to a new journey, to a new area of the unknown, something that you've never dealt with. You kind of got to feel it out as you go, making sure that every step that you take is an intention that teaches you more about the game that you're playing, the reasons why some things are happening, and making sure that each of your reactions is to get that equal and opposite reaction. Because if you don't have anything, if you're not collecting knowledge, if you're not collecting in order to figure out what to do, um, how to proceed, how to manage, then you just cannot figure out how to proceed in a new journey. It's like, I always like to use video games as my analogies, because it's one of the few things in your life where you still have to do a quest of sorts, where somebody, especially in your older days, has to say to you, or some new game, new thing is teaching you a new rule and wanting you to do a thing that you've never done before, and you're trying to figure out, okay, well, what do I do? I mean, you could go on the internet and read about somebody who went through something similar, but you could also learn to value the experience, learn to learn through the experience and things like that. So that's about as much I want to go into for the beginning. Is there anything else? Is there did you have anything you want to add?
Oh yeah, absolutely. For myself on my journey, it's we talked about this one of the first times we ever spoke on the phone,
Yep.
and when you were sharing with me your journey, it was awesome how it aligned with mine in a way of the trial and error.
Yeah.
and not really having a handbook, but there was a purpose in that for myself. And that is, I got to try every way through certain things. Okay, this isn't working, so I'm going to try this. This is okay, that's not working. I had no real playbook. So my path as eventually being a teacher and a guide,
Yeah.
and uh, in helping and being of service to others, was to have to ride out that path of trial and error
Yeah.
so I could
Yes.
go the different angles.
Hmm.
That way, if somebody came to me and said, I went this angle, well, I said, oh, I went through that angle too. This is what I did.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful part of the journey of life for me, and what has given me purpose is being able to share those experiences, and being able, and I refer back to this, just helping someone get out of the hole.
Hmm.
If you're here and you may feel like, I'm alone, there's been times in my life where I'm totally alone. But I heard a quote one time, and it said a lot of times the leaders go first, and
Yeah.
we tend to get shot out first, here, pushed out into there, off the, figure it out, and then we can help others. And that's why I'm glad I'm here. That's why I'm here speaking and sharing my experiences, what I've learned. Through all these processes. So maybe, if not just one, if one person can get something out of this, one soul can get something out of this in their life and apply it to their life, and it helps, then I'm doing my job and I'm living my purpose. So that's what I got there. And we have plans for life, and life has plans for us. And that's what came to me when you shared that, was I was like, yeah. Um, One thing that I always heard, and when I always made my plans, just watching my expectation, life has shown me that I can make all the plans that I want to make,
Yeah. Yeah.
but at the end of the day, life is going to life, and I'm going to have to be adaptable. And there was, in my one of my psychology classes when I was getting my degree, it was an evolutionary psychology class, and James Darwin, I believe it was Darwin. Yeah, Darwin. Was it Edward or sorry, off, but Darwin, I know that. But it's intelligence is our ability to adapt to change.
Yeah.
And that really struck me. That struck me hardcore, because I was like, that's very true. It's like,
Hmm.
how capable am I in adapting to change? And then
Yeah.
also being in my life where I have hit different types of rock bottoms, where I would hear the quote, something's got to change for something to change, and it's like,
Yeah.
I can't keep, obviously, what I'm doing is not working. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to change something. And I notice a lot of times that change would be within myself, and then I would take
Yeah.
a new
Yeah.
action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so sorry about the movement. My battery died. I checked
Oh
everything but the
no.
battery in my headset. So anyway, that's what
No.
that was.